Guys, so this is lesson 3 of fractions. Okay, so the first lesson we looked at what a fraction is and how we can see what fraction is there. In yesterday's lesson we were combining fractions and we were making wholes really. So for example, 3/5 add 2/5 would be 5/5, so that would make a whole. Okay, and today we're going to be adding fractions. Okay, so very similar to yesterday's lesson, except the only difference is really we're not trying to make a whole, we're just going to see what the answer is. Okay, so I'm going to turn my screen around now. And I'll press the wrong button again. I always do this. I'm going to turn my screen around now. Okay. You should be able to see my screen now. Okay. And we'll go through the lesson. Okay. So this should be quite easy for you if you got yesterday's lesson. So we are learning to add fractions. Okay. Remember, add is when we put two numbers together. And usually we make a bigger number unless we're using negative numbers. Okay. But you'll learn about that later on in school. Okay, but adding, we're putting two numbers together and then we're seeing what we get. So adding fractions is just the same. Okay, we're adding the fractions here, and what we're adding is 3/8 to 1/8. Okay, well, in yesterday's lesson, I'm going to do that properly. In yesterday's lesson, when we were adding fractions, we said the denominator does not change, and that's correct. Okay, so I know if I'm adding 8ths, then I know the denominator for the answer is going to be 8, because it's still in 8 parts, isn't it? Okay, so Mr. O'Brien has Mr. O'Brien has eaten 3 slices of pizza. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, but Mr. O'Brien, you know what he's like with his big belly. He gets a bit peckish, and he's eating another slice of pizza, so he's eating another 8. Okay, 4. Okay, so 3 slices he ate earlier, 1 more slice out of 8 he ate next. Well, 3 add 1 is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So Mr. O'Brien's eaten 4 out of the 8 slices of pizza, 4/8. And that's what we do when we're adding fractions. Okay, the denominator stays the same, the numerators we add together. Okay, so 3 add 1 is 4, the numerator is 4, it's still out of 8 because it's still in 8ths. Okay, and we can do the exact same thing. So we can do it with 3 fractions. 2/6 add 2/6 add 1/6 equals, well, what does it equal? So we've got 2 add 2 is 4, add 1 is 5. So altogether we've got 5 as the numerator because we've got 5 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's out of 6 parts, so it's 5 out of 6. The denominator stays the same. And that's all you do. You just add the numerator. Okay, so here's 3 more here. 2/5 add 2/5. Well, 2 add 2 is 4, and it's still going to be out of 5. Okay, 1 add 1 is 2, and it's still going to be out of 4. Okay, and then 4/7 add 2/7. Well, 4 add 2 is 6, and it's still going to be out of 7. Okay, so that's what we're doing when we're adding fractions. Okay, the numerator changes because that's what we're adding together, and the denominator stays the same. Always think about the pizza. Okay, for this one, for example, there's 5 slices of pizza. Mr. O'Brien's ate 2, then he's ate another 2. So out of the 5 pieces of pizza, he's ate 4, because 2 add 2 is 4. Okay, so that's what you need to do on your worksheet. It's on your to-dos, so go to Purple Mash, go to to-dos, and then answer on the sheet and save it. Have a lovely day, and let's see how you get on with that.